me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and our home team. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go!
Let me go. All day, dog. Shit.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the screen. Shift.
Here's Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Pull right in. 57. I'm coming after you.
First down, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer.
Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let him know, let him know.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Lions.
Set, ready? 60 or. He don't know no better. Hey, Zoo.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check, check. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Detroit.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Whip.
General West. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Down. 30 base.
Rip right.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 26, check 26. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
We're going to 54.
Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
57's mine.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
We go! 15 line. 15 line. Check 61, match box 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
$10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 44. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On the set.
Mike Bar 2, Mike Bar 2. Exit, exit.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Check 3, check 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Protein spill.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is all the way up past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Watch 52. 52. Check your hot read. Hey, right 52.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. There we go. Kill.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. Run.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Prescott on first down. That's complete to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go. Here we go. 47. Kill.
Now Gordon on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. Check tight.
Hey, kill. 47.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I know he ain't got it. Joker.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Kill.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Chargers, first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
57's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here we go. 3 bud.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Then we're going to 52. Back. Check 52. Good roll. Rest. 26.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Here we go, 47.
57's mine.
Now Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, watch the slant.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. We're going to 54. Line in. Rush in. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 25. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
4 down, 4 down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
There we go, kill.
Throwing, Prescott. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That's trash.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Check.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action now, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
We got 4. We got 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, kill! 47.
To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run with Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Brought down by Mike Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 22.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to roll now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Let's go. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the eye.
Get it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down he'll go at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Second down.
Set 91. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll look to throw, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They begin with a run by Smith, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Hey, we got four down.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Smith. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What do you think?
And they take a knee.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Bring it. Bring it.
Today's final score, Chargers 34.
Demolition.